I came across the tweet made by the Brazilian Prime Minister, Mr. Jair Bolsonaro. He thanked Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, for donation of the corona vaccine. In his tweet, he said a dhanyavad for the Sanjeevani Booty, that is the COVID-19 vaccine, which we have donated to Brazil. About 2 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine landed in Brazil last Saturday. Mr. Jair Bolsonaro thanked PM Modi with a picture which depicted Lord Hanuman taking the mountain of COVID-19 vaccine from India to Brazil. This inspired me to think that India is rapidly progressing to become the global leader, and I think that 26 January, the Republic Day, is a golden opportunity to speak upon this subject. Good morning, one and all, everyone. Good morning, one and all present here. Myself, Tanish. Today, I have been given the opportunity to speak up about Republic Day's importance. The entire country is lit up in tricolor to celebrate India's 72nd National Republic Day. It's not just a national holiday, but a sense of pride and honor as our constitution was officially accepted on this day in 1950. 26 January 1950 reminds me of the long drawn process for drafting the Constitution of India, which was pulled off in many folds. It also reminds me of the sacred values enshrined in the Constitution of India. This is a part of history that we all know. But today, let us not just talk about the history. Today, let us talk about the present and future of India and how India is becoming a global leader. We would start our discussion with the question, what is a global leader? Global leader is one who plays a major role in global crisis, works for maintaining peace and tranquility, and also extend all types of help in global crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic has severely tested the resilience of all nations. In India, we have tried to fight against the pandemic by the people's movement with combining the efforts of government and the civil society. We first overcame our problems and then became the support for the entire world. We are responsible supplier of pharmaceutical products to the world. We have been sending HCQs, that is hydroxychloroquine, and paracetamol tablets to countries across the globe. The commercial consignment of about 285 million hydroxychloroquine tablets and 500 million paracetamol tablets to over 100 countries have been approved. India is also supplying equipments for laboratory and hospitals. Rapid response teams, that is RRTs, have doctors, nurses, and paramedics. India has sent rapid response teams to neighborhood countries and also countries like Kuwait in the Gulf region. India has started the world's largest vaccination drive from 16 Jan 2021, which is so recent. India has also sent vaccine to other countries in South Asia like Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Maldives, and others like Brazil and Morocco, which we have talked earlier. Thus, India has helped other countries to overcome the pandemic. Moving to the next topic. Space exploration is the latest subject of interest for all nations around the world. India has created its own position in the field of space research by developing the Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. ISRO had sent Lunar Orbital Mission Chandrayaan-1, which discovered the lunar water in the form of ice. It had also sent Mars Orbital Mission Mangalyaan, which entered the Mars orbit, making India the first country to reach this achievement in its maiden attempt. ISRO had also launched the second lunar mission, Chandrayaan-2, to study the lunar geology and the distribution of lunar water. Today, India is the youngest nation with more than 62% of its population in the working age group. We have more than 52% of population below the age of 25 years of age. This provides our nation with large workforce for many decades, helping in its growth. The economy of India is currently the world's third largest in the terms of GDP. India is a member of major international organizations such as UNO, World Bank, UNESCO, UNICEF, and WTO. Currently, India is a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. With all this former study, we can definitely conclude that has emerged as a global leader in the 21st century due to its all-round development. All this was possible because of our rigid as well as flexible rule book, that is our constitution. And today we are celebrating that auspicious day on which our constitution was accepted for the whole India. At this moment, let us bow our heads before the memories of India's great leaders and freedom fighters. I would like to wind up my speech by a moment of silence for those great souls. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak in front of you all. Last but not the least, I would like to say that united we stand, divided we fall. So be united always. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Shivrai.